Hope things are better than excellent. I'm Nandini, and today I'm here with the good news for all those students who are preparing for their board exam 2021. The good news is I'm launching CBSE Class 10 Grammar series in which I would teach you all the grammar topics which are prescribed for your exam. By now, you all must be aware that in English question paper, the marks allotted for grammar section are 10. And all the questions in grammar section are MCQs. The topics are tenses, models, reported speech, commands and requests, statements, questions, determiners, and subject verb concord. There will be 12 MCQs, and out of them, you have to answer only 10. The best part is, grammar is the scoring part of your question paper. You can get 10 out of 10 and thus improving your overall score. This series has total 10 modules. First one is the intro module, which you are watching now, and one module on each topic. So, altogether, 8 modules plus one last module, and that is the test module. Each module consists of two parts: part A, explanation, part B, quiz. The answers of the quiz will be provided in the description. You can check the answers. It's essential that you watch all the videos so that you get thorough in all these topics. While watching the videos, note down the key points so that you can refer to them just before the exam. This course is totally free. Anyone can take it anytime. You can learn at your own convenience. So, watch the videos and get 100% in grammar section. Feel free to ask me any doubts related to these topics by posting in the comment section. See you in the next video, and in the next video, I will teach you tenses. So, till then, goodbye. Stay blessed, stay happy. Hey, how's it going? Hope things are better than excellent. Do you often get confused about when to say I completed the work or I have completed the work? Or when to say I have been teaching or I am teaching? Then don't worry, you're at the right place. After watching this module on tenses, all your doubts will be cleared. By the end of this module, you will master tenses. Welcome to my channel NK Academy. I'm Nandini and you're watching the series Learn Grammar CBSE Board 2021. This is the first module of the series and this is on tenses. Let's get started. Okay, when we communicate, we use tenses. But the thing is, we do not know whether we are using them right or wrong. Many students get tensed up when we talk about tenses. And I can say that the tenses are named tenses absolutely correct because tenses, they give a lot of tension to the students. Mastering tenses is the best way to master English language. Tenses give a structure to the language, and without tenses, you can never master English language. So let's get started. First, let's know what are tenses. Tenses refer to the time at which a work is done. They tell us whether a work was done in the past or in the present or will be done in the future. So, in this module, you will learn all the tenses step by step, and by the end of this module on tenses, you will be able to use them correctly and will become an advanced English learner. I can tell you this because the strategy which I'm going to use here always worked in my 35 years of teaching experience at Indian schools and also at US school. Let's get started now. First, I'll give you a brief overview of all the tenses and then we will go step by step in detail. Don't get overwhelmed looking at the chart. This is only to give you a bigger picture. Now, here is the total picture of tenses. You all know there are three tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now, present tense has four aspects, that is simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Past tense, this also has four aspects, and that is simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Future tense has simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Now, let's see the examples. Simple present, he teaches. If you want to say it in the past tense, simple past, you say he taught. Simple future, it is he will teach. Now, let's come to the continuous tense. Present continuous, he is teaching. Past continuous, he was teaching. Future continuous, he will be teaching. Now, present perfect, he has taught. Past perfect, he had taught. Future perfect, he will have taught. Next comes present perfect continuous, and that is he has been teaching. Past perfect continuous, he had been teaching. Future perfect continuous, he will have been teaching. So, this is the total picture of the tenses. There are altogether 12 of them, and then each tense we will do step by step in a way you understand it totally. As I told you, by the end of this series, you will become a confident and a fluent speaker of English. When you watch the videos, be ready with a notebook or a separate binder to note down the important points for reference. That's all for now. See you in the next video. I'll be back with simple present tense. Bye. See you soon. Hey, welcome back to my channel NK Academy. I'm Nandini, and in this video, I'm going to teach you simple present. Just a reminder, this is a part of the module on tenses, in which I will be dealing with all the tenses. Now, let me tell you, this video will cover what is simple present, when do we use simple present, how to form sentences in simple present, like how to form positive sentences, how to form negative sentences, and how to form questions in simple present tense. Then, at the end of the video, I will give you a test. The answers of the test will be provided in the description so that you can take the test and check your answers. Okay, now let's get going. Fine. So let's begin with the question, what is simple present? Simple present is a tense which we use when we want to talk about an action which is a fact and that happens regularly every day or every month or every week. Something that happens regularly and which is a fact. Let's see some examples. I go to my office by car. He teaches in a college. These sentences talk about an action that happens in the present and that happens regularly. Let's look at the first sentence. I go to my office by car. The first sentence shows that Every day I go to my office by car. The second sentence shows he teaches in a college. This shows that this is a fact. It's a fact that he teaches in a college. Suppose instead of saying I go to my office by car, we say I'm going to my office by car. Now, this second sentence, I'm going to my office by car, has a different meaning. It means that today I'm going to my office by car. Maybe yesterday I went in a cab. Maybe tomorrow I might be going in the bus. So it has a different meaning. But when you say I go to my office by car, it means that every day, every time I go to my office by car. Let's see, when do we use simple present? As I told you, we use simple present when we want to talk about facts. Let's see another example. I am a teacher. It means I may or may not be teaching today. I may or may not be teaching at present, but my profession is teaching. I am a teacher. That's a fact. Let's see another situation in which we use simple present, and that is routines. When we want to talk about the routines like daily habits, again we use simple present. See the example, I take coffee in the morning. It means every day I take coffee in the morning. I don't take tea, I take coffee. It's my regular habit. It's my routine that every day when I get up, I take coffee. Another example, I go for a walk every day. It's my routine. Every day, as soon as I get up in the morning, as soon as I complete taking my coffee, I go for a walk. Going for a walk is my daily habit. So, in such a situation, we use simple present. Let's see the third situation. Universal facts. Now, what does it mean? It means something which will remain true forever, which is a universal fact. Example, sun rises in the east. That's a universal fact. Always the sun rises in the east. Have you ever seen sun rising in the west? No. So, this is a universal fact. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Even this is a universal fact. So, when you want to talk about the universal facts, we use simple present. Another situation in which we use simple present is when you want to talk about schedules. Example, the train leaves at 2 p.m. The school starts at 9 a.m. So we use simple present when we talk about the schedules. First is facts, second is routines, third universal facts, and the fourth schedules. Now, let's see how to form simple present. Okay, so when you want to form simple present, we use subject plus verb, and the verb will be in its first form, that is V1 form. Example, I drive. I is the subject and drive is the verb. V1 form, first form, basic form. Now, let's look at these subjects. Let's have a look at these subjects. I work. I is the subject, work is the verb, basic form of the verb. You work. We work. They work. But when we have to talk about he, she, and it, they are slightly different from the other subjects. Here, see this. He works. She works. It works. So you can see here that along with the verb form, along with the verb work, we are using S. He works. She works. It works. Now, why are we using S with the verb along with he, she, and it? I will be discussing it in the next, not in the next, but I will be discussing it in the module Subject and Verb Concord. Okay, for the time being, Just remember that we add s to the verb when we are using that verb with the subjects he, she, and it. But along with I, you, we, they, we do not add s to the verb. Right. Okay, now let's see some more examples. If you want, you can repeat after me so that you get little practice. I play tennis. You play tennis. We play tennis. They play tennis. But when it comes to he and she, it's different. He plays tennis. She plays tennis. Rajan plays tennis. Boy plays tennis. But children play tennis. We say children play tennis, but child plays tennis. Now, here this is called subject and verb concord, and I am going to prepare a different video, a separate video on the topic subject and verb concord. Then you will come to know all the rules and all the details about the subject and verb concord. Now let's see how to make negative sentences using simple present. We will change these sentences into negative by using helping verbs. And which helping verbs we will be using? Those helping verbs are do and does. We will use do when it is plural, and we will use does when it is singular. And we will also use do along with I, we, and you. So, when we are using the subjects I, we, you, and they, we use the helping verb or the auxiliary verb do. Let's see how to make negative using the helping verbs. I do not play tennis. You do not play tennis. We do not play tennis. They do not play tennis. Now let's see how we change when we are using he, she, and it. He does not play tennis. She does not play tennis. It, we can't say it does not play tennis. So we will say it does not start on time. Along with he, she, and it, we use does. Now children, for the convenience of our fluency while talking, we can shorten these forms. What does it mean? Instead of saying, I do not play tennis, we can say, I don't play tennis. That's called the short form, or they are also called as contracted forms. And how do we make short forms? Let's see. Do not. In these two words, do and not, when we are shortening them, we will remove O from not. And instead of O, we will just use apostrophe in the air. So, I don't. And how do we change now using the short form? You can tell, I'm sure. Right, you're right. You can say, I don't play tennis. We don't play tennis. They don't play tennis. And now when it comes to he and she, let's see. He doesn't play tennis. She doesn't play tennis. Rajan doesn't play tennis. Children don't play tennis. Child doesn't play tennis. Okay, so that was about the negative sentences. Now let's see how to make questions. How to make questions in simple present. Again, we will be taking the help of helping words. You know, these helping words are very, very helpful. So let's see. Do you play tennis? Now the answer can be, yes, I do. No, I don't. Do they play tennis? The answer can be, yes, they do. No, they don't. Does she play tennis? Yes, she does. No, she doesn't. Does Rajan play tennis? Yes, Rajan does. No, Rajan doesn't. So that's how we make questions. Now, we have question words too for making questions. WH questions like why, when, how, where. So now let's see how to make simple present questions using WH words. When do they play tennis? The pattern is same. We are only adding the WH word. When do they play tennis? They play tennis in the evening. Where does he play tennis? He plays tennis in the stadium. Where do children play tennis? Children play tennis in the stadium. Where does the child play tennis? The child plays tennis in the stadium. So that's how we make questions. So we have seen how to make simple sentences in simple present. We have seen positive sentences. We have seen how to make negative sentences in simple present. We have also seen how to make questions. We have also seen how to make questions using WH words. We have also seen how to answer the questions which are in simple present. I hope now the simple present tense is quite clear to you. So let me check. I'm going to give you a test. When you listen to these sentences or when you watch these sentences which are in the form of MCQ, note down the correct answer in your notebook. And at the end of the video, check your answers in the description. Shall we start? Okay, let's begin. First one. First sentence. It dash a lot in Cherrapunji. Rains, rain is rain. Write down the correct answer. I dash burger very much. Like is like likes. Third one. She dash English very well. Not speak, don't speak, does not speak. Fourth one. My mother dash to the parties very often. Goes not, don't go, does not go. Fifth one. Robert always dash TV in the evening. Watch, our watch, watches. Sixth. I dash married. Am not, don't, isn't. Seventh one. I dash animals. Likes, like. Eighth. The banks dash on Sundays. Does not open, do not open. Next, ninth one. My sister dash in London. Is live, lives. Live. Tenth one. Your brother dash tennis very well. Plays and play. I hope you have all written the correct answers in your notebook. You have chosen the right choices. And now you can check the answers in the description section. So with this, we complete the simple present. Hope all your doubts are cleared. In case you still have some doubts, post them in the comment section. I'm there to clarify all your doubts. So thank you for watching the video and see you soon in the next video in which I'll be teaching you present continuous tense. So bye. See you soon in the next video. Stay happy, stay blessed. things are better than excellent. In this video, I'm going to teach you present continuous tense. This is just to remind you, this video is the second video of the module on tenses. The first video was on simple present tense and its link is in the description section. So, welcome to my channel NK Academy once again. This is Nandini and you're watching the series Learn English Grammar CBSE Board. Fine. Now let me tell you, this video will cover what is present continuous tense, when do we use present continuous tense, how to form present continuous tense, and how to form positive sentences, how to form negative sentences, questions and WH questions in present continuous tense. And as is the practice, at the end of teaching, I'll be giving you a test. So take the test and the answers are provided in the description section. So let's get going. Let's see what is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is also called as present progressive tense. Something that is progressing, something which is continuing, and that is present continuous tense. An action started at one point which is continuing now. It has not ended, it's going on. And that action is supposed to be in the present continuous tense. Now look at these two sentences. I'm drinking tea. What does it mean? It means that at present, at this moment, right now, I'm drinking tea. Later in the evening, I might drink coffee or a cool drink, anything. But at this moment, at this point of time, I am drinking tea. I am teaching grammar. I am teaching present continuous tense. So, this sentence is in present continuous tense because I'm talking about an action, that is the action of teaching, that is the action of drinking tea, which is happening right now at this moment, just now. So any action that refers to something that is happening at present, at this moment, is supposed to be in the present continuous tense. Suppose I say, I drink tea. I drink tea is different from I am drinking tea. I drink tea talks about everyday habit, like every day when I get up, I drink tea. But if I say I am drinking tea, it means that at this point of time, I am drinking tea. Maybe after some time, I might drink coffee. So this is the difference between simple present tense and present continuous tense. Simple present tense talks about a permanent action, a regular action, but present continuous tense talks about a temporary action that is happening at that particular moment. So that's it. That's the difference. And that is present continuous tense. Okay, let's see another example to make this point clear. I live in London. It shows I permanently live in London. That's my hometown. That's my native place. I live in London. But if you say I am living in London, it has a different meaning. It means at present I am living in London, but my native place is Canada. So, point to be noted here is, if you want to talk about the place where you live permanently, don't say I am living in. Say I live in. For example, I can say I live in India. But if I go to USA and stay there for a month, then I would say I am living in USA. Okay? Is the point clear to you? Fine. We use this tense to refer present ongoing action. Something that is happening now. She is preparing breakfast for her son. Rajiv is completing his homework. Sanjot is driving her car. All these three sentences show an action that is going on, that is happening right now. So, when you want to refer to an action that is happening right now, we use present continuous tense. Let's see another situation. We use present continuous tense when you want to talk about a temporary action, something that's happening around now, like not at this moment, at this particular moment, but around this moment. For example, Vanessa is learning guitar. He is practicing for the cultural night. He is writing a play for the college magazine. All these three sentences talk about an action that is taking place in the present period of time and they are happening temporarily. Now, third situation, to show trends. Now, what is the meaning of trends? Trends means the changes that take place. See the example. The gold rate is increasing. That is, there is a change in the gold rate. It is increasing. The climate is getting warmer year after year. Water bodies are gradually decreasing in number of big cities. So this is the change that is taking place. So in that situation too, we use present continuous tense. Fine. All these three sentences, that is, the gold rate is increasing, the climate is getting warmer year after year, water bodies are gradually decreasing in number in big cities. All these three sentences show changes both increasing as well as decreasing. So in that situation, we use present continuous tense. Now, there is one more situation in which we can use present continuous tense, and that is, it's a very typical example. Just see, to talk about an action that's going to take place in near future. Remember, I told you present continuous refers to the action that is taking place present at this moment, but this situation is slightly different. Here you use present continuous tense when you want to talk about an action that is going to take place in near future. Example, yeah, she is resigning from her job next month. She is resigning from her job next month. He is flying to Alaska next week. I'm shifting my house tomorrow. So here we are using present continuous tense to talk about an action that's going to happen in future. This is a peculiar use of present continuous tense, but you have to remember it too. Okay. Now let's see how to make sentences in present continuous tense. The structure would be subject plus is, am, or are plus verb plus ing. Example, they are painting the wall. They is the subject, are is the helping verb plus verb in its ing form. At this point of time, let me tell you that the verb be has 7 forms. Why I'm talking about the verb be? Because we are using is, am, or are in present continuous tense, and all these 3 verbs are the form of be. Now let us see what are the different 7 forms of be. And the 7 forms of be are is, are, am, was, were, being, and being. In the present continuous tense, we use is, are, and am. Fine. About the usage of the other verbs, we will come to know. Let's see the usage. So, as I told you, here in the present continuous tense, we are using the verbs is, are, and am. So, let's see how to use these verbs along with the subjects. I am eating. You are eating. We are eating. We subject are helping verb eating, ing form of the verb eat. You are eating. They are eating. Now, when it comes to he, she, it, I told you they behave a little different. But here you see, he is eating, she is eating, it is eating, the child is eating, children are eating. Now let's see how to make negative sentences in present continuous tense. I am not eating, you are not eating, we are not eating, they are not eating. He is not eating, she is not eating, it is not eating, the child is not eating, the children are not eating. So we have seen along with you, we and they, we are using are. Along with I, we are using am. Along with he, she and it, we are using is. And when it is plural, like children, plural, we are using are. The child is singular, we are using is. Okay. Now, let's see how to make short forms or contractions. Why do we use short forms? I have already told you in the present, simple present tense video. I'll just remind you once again. We use short forms for fluency, like convenience of speaking fast. Instead of saying, I am not, you, or I am eating, you can shorten it. Let us see how to shorten those sentences. First sentence, I am eating. What will be its short form? Am eating. I apostrophe and N. We have removed the word E. So, am eating. Negative will be I am not eating, am not eating. Then you are eating, you're eating, you are not eating, you're not eating, you aren't eating. For you are not eating, you can either say you're not eating or you aren't eating. He is eating. Short form will be he's eating. Negative sentence will be he is not eating. Contracted form will be he's not eating or he isn't eating. Repeat after me, it will be a practice for you. She is eating. Short form, she's eating. She is not eating. She's not eating. She isn't eating. Next sentence, it is eating. Short form, it's eating. It is not eating. It's not eating. It isn't eating. So these are the short forms. When you use the short forms, you speak fast. So for the help in communication, for the help in fluency, try to use short forms. And remember children, short forms are used during conversation and during informal situations. If you are writing informally, then you can use it. Now, let's see how to make questions in present continuous tense. Am I eating? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Are we eating? Yes, we are. No, we aren't. Is he eating? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Are they eating? Yes, they are. No, they aren't. Okay, so that's what about the making questions. Now let's see how to make questions using question words in present continuous tense. See, the structure will be same. Only the thing is we are adding WH questions. See some examples. Where am I going? Where are they going? Where is he going? What is he eating? Okay, so we are just adding WH word, but the remaining structure is remaining the same. Okay, children, there is a very important point to note in present continuous tense, and that is there are some verbs that we do not use ing with them. For all the remaining verbs, we were using ing like eating, working, painting, teaching, preparing, leaving, verb plus ing. But there are certain words which do not have ing forms. And that's where we generally go wrong. So let's have a look at them and be careful about the usage of them because they are not used in ing form. Let's see. The verbs which are used for your feelings. For example, hate, like, love, prefer, want, wish. These words do not take ing. It will be wrong if you say, I am hating him, or I am liking him, I am preferring, I am wanting, I am wishing. All these sentences would be wrong if you say that because they don't take ing form. Similarly, the words referring to your senses. You cannot say, I am appearing. You cannot say, I am feeling, I am hearing, I am seeing, I am seeming, I am smelling. Though we use it very often, but from now onwards, don't use that. I am sounding, I am tasting. You cannot say, I am tasting the food. You have to say, I taste the food or I tasted the food. But tasting the food will be wrong. Now, the words referring to communication. Example, agree, deny, disagree, mean, promise, satisfy, surprise. Don't use ing with them. If when they are used as a verb, don't use ing with these verbs. Now, the words which are referring to thinking, even they don't take the verbs with ing. Believe, imagine, know, mean, realize, recognize, remember, understand. You cannot say, I am understanding. That's wrong. Either you understand or you don't understand. So you cannot say, I am understanding. So be careful. Similarly, you cannot use ing when you are referring to the verbs like belong, concern, depend, involve, need, owe, own, possess. You cannot use these words with ing. They don't take. Similarly, you cannot say, I am having 4 brothers. You cannot say that. You can say, I have 4 brothers. You cannot say, I am having a car. That's wrong. Because you can say, I have a car. You cannot say, I am having a car. Because either you have it or you don't have it. So the words referring to possession, you cannot use ing. Fine. Now that's it. Hope you all have understood present continuous tense. Yes? Yeah. If you have any doubts, you can definitely ask me by posting the question in the comment section. Now is the time for the test. Take the test and see whether you understood the lesson or not. The answers are provided in the description section. So you take the test, write the answer correctly, and check your answers. Let's look at the test. My mom dash talk to her friend right now. One example I will do. My mom is talking to a friend right now. Second, Dash come to school tomorrow. Third, Jason Dash not prepare for his exam. Rita Dash work on her project. Some Dash wait for you. He Dash understand my problem. Angelina Dash not help me today. The fuel prices Dash increase day by day. What book Dash read nowadays? When Dash she go for shopping? Okay, so you have to use the correct forms of the verbs which are given in the brackets along with the suitable helping verbs. That's all for the test and that's all for the video. I have already told you, in case you have some doubts, you can post them in the comment section and I'm there to clarify your doubts. I'm here to clarify your doubts. Okay, see you in the next video, and that video would be about present perfect tense. That will be the third video. First video was about simple present. This is the second video which is on present continuous tense, and the third video will be on present perfect. Okay, the links will be provided in the description section. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye. Stay happy, stay blessed. And if you find this video useful, share with your friends, because when you share, you grow. Bye. See you soon. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel NK Academy. I'm Nandini and I'm here to teach you present perfect tense. This is the third video from the module on tenses. The first one was on simple present, second was on present continuous tense, and now this video is about present perfect tense. So let's get going. In this video, I'll be discussing what is present perfect tense, when to use present perfect tense, how to form sentences in present perfect, positive sentences, negative sentences, questions, and the questions with WH words. Now, as you know, at the end of the video, you will have a test. Take the test and check the answers, which will be given in the description section. Let us see what is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is a kind of bridge between past and present. It connects the past with the present. It talks about the action that took place in the past but which continues to be there in the present. It does a kind of linking past with the present. Let's see an example. They have been married for the past 10 years. They got married 10 years back and they are still married. I have worked here since 2015. The sentence means I started working here in 2015 and I'm still working. Now, let's talk about the structure of the sentence in present perfect tense. So, look at the sentence. I have worked. I is the subject, have is the auxiliary verb or helping verb, and worked is past participle form of the verb work. Jog your memory and you will remember that except the verb be, all the verbs have three forms. The verb be has 7 forms. Check my video on present continuous tense to know the forms of be. For now, let's look at the forms of the other verbs, and they have 3 forms. First is present form, second is past form, and the third is past participle form. Look at the verb take. The basic form or present form is take. The past form is took. The past participle form is taken. In the present perfect tense, we use the past participle form of the verb. So that's about the main verb. And regarding helping verbs or the auxiliary verbs, we use 2 auxiliary verbs, either has or have, depending upon the subject. Now let's see their usage with the subjects. As we know, subjects can be proper nouns or pronouns. Let's see. I have taken. You have taken. We have taken. They have taken. He has taken. She has taken. It has taken. Rajan has taken. Children have taken. Now, let's move on to know when to use present perfect tense. The first situation in which we use present perfect tense is when we want to talk about our life experiences. Let's see the examples. I have gone to Paris. I have been to my brother's place twice in this month. I may go more times. I haven't seen Niagara Falls yet, but I may see. So, all these 3 sentences talk about your life experiences. And in this situation, we use present perfect tense. Second situation, actions that started in the past and continue to the present. Let's see the examples. They have lived here for years. They started living in the past. They started living in the past here, and they still continue. She has worked in the bank for 4 years. We have had the same car for 10 years. 10 years ago, we had purchased the car, and the car is still with us. Connected, past connected with the present. The thing which we purchased in the past is still with us. All these sentences show an action that started in the past and still holds good. At this juncture, I'm going to tell you a very important point, and that is when we talk about the duration of time, we use the words for or since. Now, look at these sentences. First sentence, I have lived here for 4 years. I have lived here since 2017. The first sentence shows duration of time, that is 4 years. And the second sentence shows point of time, that is 2017. For is used when we talk about duration of time, and since is used when we talk about point of time. I have worked here for 10 years. 10 years is period of time, duration of time. But if you say, I have worked here since 2011, you are mentioning point of time, that is 2011. 2 weeks, 1 month, 5 days. All these show duration of time, and we should use for. Last week, last month, January 2020, 9 a.m. All these show point of time. Along with them, we must use since. I have worked here since 2011. I have worked here for the past 10 years. Okay? Now, let's move on to the third situation. We use present perfect tense when we want to talk about the action that has completed in the very recent past. Just now the action was completed. In such a case, we use present perfect tense. Let's see the examples. I have just eaten. We have just seen her. Has he just left? So, all these actions are completed very recently, just now, not in the past, not in the far past, but just now. So, such a situation requires the use of present perfect tense. So, just to revise what we have learned, there are three situations in which we use present perfect tense. First one, life experiences. Second one, action started in the past and they still hold good. Third, action started in the past but completed just recently. Now, let's see how to form sentences in present perfect tense. First, let's see how to make positive sentences and their short forms. You know it very well why it is important to use short forms during our conversation. It speeds up our talk and it's convenient. Okay, let's see. It'll be a good practice for you. Repeat after me. I have written. And the short form will be I've written. They have written. They have written. She has written. She's written. He has written. He's written. Now let's see how to form negative sentences. I have written. I have not written. I haven't written. I've not written. You have written. You have not written. You haven't written. You have not written. We have written. We have not written. We haven't written. We've not written. Repeat after me so that it'll be easy for you to speak out. When you have to speak these sentences, tell these sentences, it'll be easy for you. They have written. They have not written. They haven't written. They've not written. She has written. She has not written. She hasn't written. She's not written. He has written. He has not written. He hasn't written. He's not written. Okay? So that's how we make negative sentences and their short forms in present perfect tense. Now let's see how to form questions. I have written. Have I written? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. You have written. Have you written? Yes, you have. No, you haven't. They have written. Have they written? Yes, they have. No, they haven't. He has written. Has he written? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Rajit has written. Has Rajit written? Yes, Rajit has. No, Rajit hasn't. You can make questions using WH words too. The structure will remain same. You will only add WH words in the beginning. What has he written? He has written a story. What have they written? They have written a poem. So on and so forth. So you have learned how to write positive sentences in present perfect tense, how to write their short forms, how to write negative sentences, how to make questions, how to make questions using WH, and also how to answer the questions. So, quite a bit of learning, I guess. It's time to test. Take the test and check the answers in the description section. Okay, now take the test. My mom dash not been to London. Has, is, have. Choose the right answer. Second, dash you finished your project. have, has, is. Dash, you've been to Japan? Is, have, has. We, dash, never eaten Mexican food. Have, has, are. I have dashed my umbrella. Forget, forgetting, forgotten. The sun come up. Was, have, has. The children dash the lost puppy. Have find, is finding, have found. Judy has been a vegetarian dash 3 years. Since, for, after. I haven't worked dash last December. Since, for, by. Take the test, choose the right answers, and after completing the test, check the answers in the description section. Okay? Hope you all have understood present perfect tense thoroughly. In the next video, I'm going to teach you present perfect continuous tense. And after present perfect continuous tense, we will be moving on to past tense. So, see you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Because when you share, you grow. Stay blessed, stay happy. Bye.